We are almost ready. Perkin, thank you so much for the follow. It I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We'll be starting in just a minute. You know what's great about the stream starting soon part? Is that I can just cut it off and nothing of value will be lost. Take a wild guess why. Three, two, one. Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming along. I am Cobra and I am here ready to play some more Ace Attorney. And just as I press that thing, this just goes black. Okay. Welcome to the Greatest Attorney Chronicles. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. You are wonderful people if you are here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Think I need to change things. Wait a second. Okay. I also need to mute myself. Okay. There we go. And it's changed. Alright, this is session 16 of the Greatest Attorney Chronicles. Okay. First things first. I have a hard limit on how much I can play as attorney. I cannot go on for 4 or 5 hours playing as attorney no matter how much I can. And that's because at in like 2-ish hours I'm gonna start a hangout with my good friend Gobe, who may or may not be in chat. Nope. Okay, fine. If he ever appears, then fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna have a hangout with him in around 2 hours. We're gonna play a little bit of Among Us, and I gotta say I'm a little bit of a newbie when it comes to Among Us. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. Um, uh, A couple things. For IRL stuff is that I am I am looking at a very very weird work schedule this week. I'm gonna do my best to do my streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday is pretty much set, in my opinion, in how it looks for my schedule. Tuesday is pretty much set. I should be in front of my computer by 1, ready to stream. 1 Pacific, I should say. Well, 1 my time, 1 Mountain time. So I should be ready to do everything I need to do and stream. Thursdays, I'm not so sure. But we'll see about that. Another announcement is that wait, I thought I had an announcement. um, hmm. I thought I had another announcement. I don't remember. I remember if I still had an announcement to do, but that's fine. I think I well I am planning to do some things for next month. When next month is arriving real quickly in September, I want to do randomizers. That's another thing I think I said yesterday. I'm gonna do randomizers. I'm gonna start with doing a bloodstain randomizer, which I absolutely love to do. So I'm gonna do a bloodstain randomizer. That's gonna be one stream, and then just go hog wild from there with randomizers, whether officially or unofficially. Maybe do a Wind Waker randomizer because I don't know. I seem to enjoy just playing Wind Waker randomizers. I could play them all day long. Like, and there's a very interesting randomizer I want to do. I think I would say that I already said this yesterday as well. Super Mario Brothers randomizer. No, no, no. I'm not saying Super Mario RPG. I didn't say Super Mario 64. I said Super Mario Brothers, the original one. Oh yeah, and you'll see how that works. Anyway, let us begin. So, last time in the Greatest Attorney Chronicles, you know what? I want to do something. I want to do something before we begin, because wait, no, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. All right. I wonder if this is gonna make changes in real time or not. Meanwhile, look at the very tsundere face of Miss Gina Lestrade as I start trying to talk a lot of stuff while I do things. So here's one of the things I really don't like about getting it's not this. Where is it? Here it is. All right, that'll help me. Okay. Oh yeah, it went away in real time, unfortunately. Okay. This is what I don't like about people just giving me fraudulent follows. Is that I have to basically reset this whole thing from the beginning, and when I take it out, it goes out in real time, unfortunately. But that's okay, because wait, because I can just do this, and it's reset. Thank you, miss. If I press reset goal, it goes back to 0, so I don't want to do that. I have to like take it out and put it back in. All right, there we go. Yes, just early this day, and you can watch it here. I think I'm gonna take it out of the VOD. Somebody just dropped a follow like right on the right when I started, and probably just took it out. Like, thank you for showing me that my follows do sound, but screw you for giving me my hopes up and taking the follow away. You know, especially since the person who did the follow, I still have your name. I'm not gonna pronounce it here. You are an old account. So either yeah, you're muted, thank goodness. I just noticed one thing. I'm sorry, I had this whole thing muted. I mute the thing, so I mute the game audio, so you don't hear me like messing around with the switch menu as because otherwise you're gonna be hearing me. Yeah, but you probably won't hear anything. But yeah, this guy, uh, I don't think that was just chatting. I think he was playing stuff. Oh my gosh. Just chatting, just chatting, just chatting, but their videos are hmm. Yeah, I see this person. Hmm. Oh hell no, I don't want to subscribe to this dude. Okay, so dude, if you know who you are, either you got like hacked and somebody decided to throw me a follow my way while on for a second, or you're a jerk. Either way, you're not live anyway, so whatever. I'm not gonna give you any more views. All right. Oh, one more thing, and I'm gonna be saying this today as well as on Tuesday, and every time I can. September 1st, that is next Wednesday. Hashtag Twitch to better. Hashtag a day off Twitch. I am joining, even if I'm a fractionally small Twitch streamer. I'm gonna follow, and I'm gonna follow through with this. I'm not gonna be on Twitch. I'm not gonna be streaming on Twitch. I'm not gonna be looking at anybody on Twitch. I'm not gonna be looking at. I'm not gonna be. I will probably be tempted, but I will not look at a single individual on Twitch. I will not be at all. And neither should you. This is because we need to send Twitch a message that they need to do something about hate rates. They need to do something about people getting hate rated so often and so maliciously that it's becoming a humongous burden upon the smaller streamers, the more specifically, the minority groups. I should be saying the minority groups. That and Twitch needs to do something. So I ask you, be anywhere except Twitch. Be on Instagram, be on Twitter, be anywhere on Facebook. Don't be on Facebook. Be on YouTube and spread the message. Twitch, do better. A day without Twitch. We need to make Twitch actually do something about this. If Twitch actually cared about its content creators, about the lifeblood that makes Twitch a thing, they would have fixed this a long time ago. They have the tools, they have the money to fix this, but they haven't. And I'm sorry, Gina, but this is important. And we will do this today. And I'm almost 100% sure that we will do this some other times. And I want to tell anybody who watches this, whether I have one viewer, whether I have 5 followers, 50 followers, 500 followers, 5 million followers. Anybody tells me, hey, Twitch is doing this stupid thing and we're trying to make Twitch listen, I will be there. You have my word. That will happen. And if you are a person of worth, you will do the same thing. Wednesday, September 1st. Stay off Twitch. Do not watch any streamers. Do not stream yourself. Do not engage. Do not click on links that guide you to Twitch. Instead, talk to Twitch through other channels and tell them, fix your damn website. We don't want hate rates anymore. We don't want people. We don't want the minority groups that are streaming on your channel to be penalized for the hate rates. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. And with that, I am ready to begin. So, last time on The Greatest Attorney, Miss Gina Lestrade was trying to sell something to the pawnbroker here, and the pawnbroker wouldn't take it because he said, "Well, I don't have an audience for this, so I don't know who I'm going to be selling it to once you give it to me. Because let's be honest, you're giving it to me, but you're not going to retrieve it again. So then I'm going to have to sell it, and then I'm going to have the money for it." Okay, so then somebody else came who has suspiciously similar features to Gina. I initially thought it was her father, but might not be the father. Sorry, Maury said you're not the father. So now we need to figure out what's going on here. So let's talk to Gina and see what we know about this. So what about this gentleman's accusations, Gina? Mr. Straight, is what the gentleman is saying? Oh, what you think? It's a lie, ain't it? Obviously. I saw her in my life. I ain't ever laid eyes on a dandy before. Well, let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? I take it you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking up on the street, minding my own business. I totally forgot what voice I get this time. Oh yeah. When this little guttering ran to me, I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. This wretched pickpocket. Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, I am a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these back-slum scoundrels. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Come along, Mr. Straight. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're gonna cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Gee, something tells me that this isn't Gina's fault. Hold on. Why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cove, and you think I'm the judge you want. I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Unfortunately, that's gonna be the truth. Nobody is going to believe no, not Winterback. Nobody's gonna believe the truth. That's right, because she is a professional pickpocket. Well, how about evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence that I stole something, eh? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. Wait, you do? You what? Curious. Well, I would like to see this evidence, if you would. Yo, Wendy, what's up? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting. So here I am playing The Greatest Attorney. This is actually I'm on the 5th case of the game. So if you are in any way, shape, or form susceptible to spoilers, and if you're out any level interested about playing this game, I am 100% okay with you going away. She just did. Ah. Of course. No? Okay, then what happened? My viewer count is kinda wobbly then. Well, that's fine. No matter how hard I try. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the support. Alright. So, apparently we got this pickpocket who, for once, is saying that she didn't steal something. We'll see. Maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe she's not. We don't know. So, evidence that the article Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman? Of course. We need only consult Mr. Winterback's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. What? I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. Oh, wait, what? That's kind of stupid. Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But how would you be able to identify who's who when they come and pick the item? Mr. Windeback, that's kinda short-sighted. Hey, this is a detective game. I'm trying to logic my way around this. So don't just. I'm trying to figure this out. But then, how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Exactly. How are you me? Or it's quite simple. Sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt. A watchword? Interesting. And something that can never be exploited ever at all. You're looking even more and more suspicious, Miss Lestrade. What you gotta say for yourself? So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windebank. As I explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why. Certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. Excuse me? Excuse me, what are you doing? What's this guy doing? Oh my gosh. What are you doing back there? Hey! I saw the great I saw the great detective is just a child in a man's body. A man child. There, that's the thing. Wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets. Not at all. Oh, you poor, sweet, innocent soul, Miss Susato. Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many words, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, the discretion, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, when I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article? That's right, sir. Yes, just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information required already, but for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat, deposited 2 months ago on the 15th of February, with a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But how? Really, this is beyond a joke. No, sorry, wrong voice. Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Do you have anything to say? Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, there's nothing for me to present, sorry. Anything? I guess we can talk to them? But... oh! And he's gone! Okay. So what about you, Mr. Prim and Proper? I hate you already. Anything you want to say? A picture postcard gentleman. Can you have any more of a punchable face? Excuse me, but... who are you exactly? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Sorry, yes. We're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh, yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. Could you stop doing that? Its inhabitants live in some fiery brown colored soup, dressed up in exotic spice. I don't even care to say wrong place, Bob. It is wrong place, Bob, but at the same time, even if you are trying to come up with an actual place, it still kind of jikes no matter who you're talking about. By the way, this is the early 1900s. So, or late 1800s, so yes. Yikes. You might be thinking of somewhere else, and what was that theatrical gesticulation just about now? Why are you me now? Perhaps. Anyway, if you are a gentleman, sir, you would offer your name first, before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. I see. And your name? My name is Benedict. Yes, Eggert Benedict. Why? Well, here's some Eggert on your face, Mr. Benedict. Enchanté. He's so refining how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is... I don't know if I should say it. I don't know if I should say it. Now to the matter at hand. My overcoat. Return it at once to someone with the style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every... Why? Oh my gosh. They always do that. Pretty much. Pretty much. I can't stand watching him. So at the end of the day, she had to. That looks so out of place for you. So let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your costume, Mr. Edgar Benedict, sir. Stop that, please. With such reasonable with such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. This is why I hate grown-ups. Just cause I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker. Ah, but of course, sir. Here's the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir? I was expecting another. That is, Oh! Kinda suspicious there, buddy. You deposited another disc? Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that was what deposited with me was merely the overcoat. What was deposited with you. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, aren't you? Says who, eh? I know nothing about it. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute, that disc! It's mine! Oh? You're still... Whoa! What? What do you think you're doing, you little trap? Whoa! Whoa! Lay down the language. This is a family-friendly stream. You drawn blood, you filthy animal! Oh my, yes! There's blood on the disc. It's because of all those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, alright? I belong to me, old man. Can anybody be trusted in this game? Belong to me, old man. So you ain't having it. Or you. You take it. Oh, me? Wait. If I ain't gonna do it, they'll have it off me again. So you keep all of it. Mr. Straight, why is this so important to her? Okay, so for some reason we have the music bus disc. Okay, fine. A metal disc used to play music in a mechanical music box. This piece of music, which remains unidentified, is stored on the disc by means of small protrusions. You know, I think this is the precursor to vinyls, I guess? How much of this? Um, I was muted for how long again already? What? Oh wait, okay. Sorry, I was muted for this long. Okay, how am I gonna resolve this? How am I gonna resolve the fact that I was muted? So, so we got the disc. It was sent to the core record, and he's asking me to put the disc to him. Okay, whatever. Oh, I wasn't muted at all? Um, I'm gonna talk in 2 seconds. Tell me if I'm muted. Could you hear what I just said before? Okay. Well, let's just continue. Maybe it was just for like 2 seconds that I was muted. Either way, how the heck am I gonna resolve this? I can run. I can get out of here. Let's see. Oh, for the love of, why are you there again? I guess this is the right choice then. Mr. Sholmes, what are you examining with such keen interest there? Are you enjoying a bar of caramel? Oh, as you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. Shh, he's just looking at the tatty things. Sholmes? So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized, the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but I was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall has done to me. So feigning mock interest, I returned to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devour every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Surely you're not about to tell us... Oh yes, we're doing this. That you solved the entire case once again. Oh yes, we're doing this again. My dear madame, sometimes I wonder, were my genius of deductions to be commoditized? How much would I pawn it for? It seems Mr. Sholmes has had another one of these flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it will help to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Oh, we're gonna listen to this. They're gonna listen to this. Come on. Well, Mr. Slade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where in both places have you been, eh? Pardon? When the lady's in trouble, you're just supposed to be there for help. Straight away! Not an hour later. Harsh. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Edgar Benedict, you have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. Oh yeah, we're going to do this. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit in your pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. One you will orchestrate who will intend to steal a vast sum of money. Oh, I am so on board with what you're saying right now. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? How? He's turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. Ha! He was saying that once again. Mr. Jones has made a flawless deduction. You know, for once, I want to agree with you. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pain expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another of Sherlock Holmes' logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh yeah, let's do this. So first, the mystery man's aim. So what do you have to say to this? First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you venture on this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. What the heck's that? As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to the shop in this first place is the staff recruitment flyer. What? That's weird. The piece of paper in your mouth is a staff wanted advertisement for this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need for such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. Oh? That cane, which you unwittingly clutched to your person, exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What a rot! I've had this cane for years! Ah? The contradiction which I speak, of course, is the missing ferrule. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there's only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. Oh, what you gotta say to that? You recoil, sir? Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, that is the truth behind this. What is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod... It's the broken handle of a shovel. You were so close. You were like this close from greatness, dude. Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. See, I can see the logic in which you're speaking. Basically, dig down and try to find any valuables that this place might have. But I don't think that's quite right. The tunnel underneath the pawnbrokery. Okay. I don't think that's quite right, though. Continuing. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. Oh, wait. You suggested I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath the pawnbrokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you suppose I could expect to find there? Stop that. Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Save for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what could motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council note on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And, according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerish works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway that flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite. What are you? In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. A master plan! Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some years ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway, and the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of this road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating. It's the theft of that which sits in the vault of the bank, the special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. There's always just that one thing that goes wrong and then he goes exactly off the rails. Of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. So he just wants... Oh my gosh. I think something's not quite right, Mr. Sholmes. Just saying. Thus conclude Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle. I don't think you're quite right, though. Just saying. Mr. Sholmes? Sir? Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness. Would you not agree? Was it true that you say about the bank of the road and what it has in its vault? Indeed, though few know of its existence. It is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence. But you just announced it to everyone here. Rather loudly, in fact. Ah. And if it's such a big secret, how will Mr. Benedict come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret. Oh. Or, if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Winterback will. He already has plenty of shovels here, after all. Oh, my life! I assure you I am not so unscrupulous. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care, says the guy who just blathered out about the money in the bank. One can never be sure that someone is privy to secrets one discloses them, and once the word is out, it's out. Pot, kettle. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. Well said. Sholmes is like this leaky cauldron. It's like, you can keep the secrets in the cauldron, but it's gonna keep leaking and leaking and leaking until everything is out. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea. Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape. So here comes the part that I really like. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. Of Herlock Sholmes' magnificent, logic and reasoning spectacular. So this is the part I like. We need to fix his deduction so we arrive at the truth. Can we do this? Time for some course correction. So I'm just gonna skip the parts that I already spoke. Okay, let's put the pawnbrokery. Okay, no, the pickpocket. That's a lie. Something's quite different. Okay, this is where I need to stop. It's revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, that brought you thought. Yeah, something's not quite right here. So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. The question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time? Alright, so we need to figure out what. Okay, so I can check. Oh, I can't check? Oh yeah, I can check. I don't need to percent. That silk top hat is whiter than white. It's only an English gentleman would hope to carry off something so bright. But it looks so incongruous with the black overcoat, don't you think? Perhaps it's the latest London fashion. I mean, it's just guesswork, of course. What about Mr. Naruhodo? Do you think you look very fetching in a... I am messing every word that I say. I think you look very fetching in a white top hat. Well, you know, I think I might look rather incongruous with my black university uniform, so... Yeah, it's not the hat. There's nothing else. Wait, what's in here? What's this? Oh! Look at all the scribbled notes on the back of the flyer there. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade, height 5'2". I think we got ourselves a stalker. Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white skirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrade. Goodness, there's even a sketch of her and all. Although if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure. And look, the details of this shop has been written down here too. Winnipeg's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline 15th of April, which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper? Yep, we are presenting this. There's no question about it. Yes, that's correct. Fixing this. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Ah, quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket, Miss Lestrade, and to Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery here. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windibank's pawnbrokery, and today the redemption deadline on that overcoat. That's right. That's right, you sneaky mon. Like, I may be a snake boy, but you are quite snake. So, you waited aside for the young girl mentioned in the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Mr. Lestrade. In other words, there's some material motives for your actions. Okay, heard this one already. The cane which you readily clutch the person is an uncontrovertible contradiction. Yeah, sure. The contradiction which I speak, of course, is the missing. Yeah, let's fix that right now. Okay, what's the ferrule? Yeah, I had the same question. Is the metal cap commonly found in the end of a cane, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, the bit that makes the nice clacking sound on the pavement. Oh, that thing. Okay, that's what it's called. I learned something new today. Yes, exactly. And Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on his cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recall when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we not know. And it's very simple. What's this letterings? AG. That is definitely not... Alright. Let me search that, see. Look here, Mr. Soto. There are some letters on the handle. Ah, yes, those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names. Who would do that? So, Sherlock Holmes would be HS, you mean? That's right. And the initials on this cane obviously... Wait... AG? Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? Because it's not. Let's present this. Yes! I knew I was right. The contradiction of which you speak of is, of course, the initialing. Ah, most astute observation, would you say, Mr. Egbert Benedict? E.g. We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are E.B. And yet, in a most impressive matter, you have in your grasp a cane that bears the initials A.G. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed, would you not agree? No, you're wrong! This cane isn't... You said before that you had that cane for years. So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. Uh-huh. Are you going to tell us now? You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer to the next conundrum to present itself. And here we go. Namely, what is the truth behind the rod you bear? Okay. Yes, your reaction retrace the truth. The handle, which you ever... Okay, conceal is the... Okay, yeah. Is it the handle, though? Let's consider the bare bones of what happened here. Mr. Strode then the fine-looking overcoat. Now, mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. But we know that he actually identified Mr. Straight from a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us isn't true. So what we need now to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. So, let's see. We're talking about the hand. Oh, oh! What the hell did you do to this thing? Oh, you chunky. You a chunky boy. You need to lose some weight. Oh, the seam of the shoulder here is coming apart. Look. So it is. Do you know a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said? I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded big like a tiny growl. But now I think it's probably the sound of this seam ripping open. If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and he wouldn't have hope of fastening it at the front. If we were to run around in it, I'm pretty sure the whole thing would fall apart. That I'd like to see. Wow, savage. Sorry? So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around? She's really giving this some thought. Yes, Mr. Benedict, run. Run like an animal. So here we go. Here's the truth. Alright, let's talk about this seam. Right. This split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, which you see. Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. But suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so boldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. These catalog of untruths have all been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Winterbank. Oh! Haha, but what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. Yes, that's right. So he just wanted to go take the thing. But why? What's the... Wait. Maybe there's still some truth to this. We'll see. Now, Mr. Benedict, let's continue. Okay. Okay. So the details of this... So we must elaborate the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I and gentlemen design a whiz to fling some tawdry article of punish? Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the proper manner using the watchword? Had it not been the one to deposit in the first place? How could I possibly have known the relevant details? N'est-ce pas? Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you're only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Okay, and I have heard this before. Now, let us consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to the pawn property of another. The method is revealed by the console note in the counter which should... Nope! So close and so far. The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talk of tunneling to the sewers, thank goodness. Which is a pity because it all sounded rather exciting. Please, Naruhodo, please. I do not want to be in a case where we have to talk about, like, digging into a sewer. Actually, no, that would actually be kind of interesting. Like, game developers, if you are actually making a new Ace Attorney game, bring something like this into a case. I would love it. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Winterbank would never allow you to redeem the article. Or, looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Winterbank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? Not the council note. But... oh, this notelet. What about this notelet, though? Ah, look at this, Mr. Sato. Ah, it appears to be a memo that Mr. Winterbank has scribbled himself. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor. Mr. Winterbank must make a note of the watchwords his customers give him right before their eyes. And an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh my gosh, Mr. Winterbank, find a better way! Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see? Oh my gosh, Mr. Winterbank. And they've got the revolver, by the way. Yes, the revolver is the thing. Oh my gosh, you idiots. The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter which your eyes were inevitably drawn. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on the notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less from a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Miss Lestrade. In all likelihood, you follow her inside and then observe her talking to Mr. Winterbank. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as it is common practice, you observed him writing the word Professor on the note list beside the ledger. Why the hell you lying, bro? You are not getting anywhere with this. Telling you that. I'm telling you. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal a pawn article from the young Miss Lestrade. Question is why? My master plan? Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box disc. But naturally, you had a very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about! Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us... Does it, though? The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc that was in one of the pockets, which according to Mr. Winterbank isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruto. Yes! That's right. Could we? Really? We better have a thorough look. We have like 2 pieces of evidence. Oh my gosh. Can we examine this? Oh, no. Oh my gosh, are you serious? McGilded! What the hell? Okay. In case you don't know, McGilded was the defendant for the 3rd case. The guy I defended in court on the 3rd case of this game. McGilded is dead, by the way, in the sum of the story. So, what is the point of this? Oh, there's a little scrap paper stuck to the reverse side of the disc. Look! And scribbled a word or two. It looks like somebody's name. They're Japanese, so it's gonna take them a while for them to notice this. For McGilded? McGilded? It couldn't be. But it is, Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this? So the music box disc. On the reverse side is a note that reads for McGilded. Really? Look at all the little bumps in the disc. They're so tiny. Yes, the protrusions are called pins, and they block the teeth of the comb to make notes. And just on the edge, there's a small amount of blood. Yes, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Edgar Benedict. When Mr. Straight tried to grab the teeth from him, the pin scratched his fingers, it seems. Like when you're grating on some daikon radish or and accidentally catch your finger. Ouch! Just thinking about it hurts. And puts me off eating radish. No kidding. I do not want it. But yeah, that's the thing. And that's the truth. For you see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know. What's that on the back? Huh. It reads for McGilded. Oh! Mr. Magnus McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his loan mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, aren't you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGilda was a man of unusually small stature. In fact, he was precisely the right size for the overcoat that you squeezed yourself into. Oh my gosh! Oh! Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Eckert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. Damn it, I'm good. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? So here's the thing. I guess I was right. When I thought, in the third case, I thought McGilded was going to have repercussions throughout the story. But not in the way I originally thought. Because I thought, initially I thought McGilded was going to survive and then he was going to come the big bad of the fifth case. But Mr. McGilded is dead now. So now it's Mr. McGilded's actions that could have repercussions throughout the rest of this game. Let's see. Well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances. So, are you going to say something? Or rather, are you going to take that off now that we know it's not yours? Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Miss Susato. Well, according to what Mr. Windybank told us earlier. Yeah, it's getting hot in here, so take off the coat. Yeah, take off the coat. Show us your guns. Today was the final day in which the code could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, madam, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited. Well, today is the 15th of April, so 2 months ago today. Was it 2 months ago that I defended McGilded? Would have been 15th of February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I see. What? But that suggests... Yes, the 15th of February. It's precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. Oh my gosh! Okay, so it's not the case. It's not the day of the case. It's the case if the is the day of the murder, of which I have to defend McGilded. Oh my gosh, this case is getting... Oh no! Oh no! What is with this case? Okay. I'm gonna be calm, I'm gonna be calm, I'm gonna be cool, calm, collected. Everything's gonna be just fine. Chill and everything. Ah! Oh my gosh, this case is just getting more and more intense. And this... how? How are we getting into these situations? And half past 10 in the evening is precisely the time in which the terrible events were unfold. What? So, wait. Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. So this is Mr. McGilded's coat. But McGilded was on the omnibus, and the murder happened over there, but then Lestrade was in the omnibus as well. She was hiding inside the omnibus, but she was here delivering the over... Gay! Are you trying to break my mind? It's too early for it. Well, it is the fifth case, so usually the fifth case does this sort of stuff. You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However... Oh, crap! Please? Please? Like, I did nothing wrong. I must insist you hand over the music bus this by now. Now. It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. What do I do? You know what? Screw you, I am not giving you a damn thing. Okay, there's some things a man must protect at all costs. Okay, this may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not. Ryunosuke, please! There has to be another way. Mr. Winterbank! This is my shop. I can no longer have to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. Mr. Winterbank, no. Don't aim that at you. Aim that at the stupid idiot over there. Alright, that's enough. Who said that? Right, that's an... Oh, the detective. The inspector. Inspector Gregson! Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as far as we could. Now, what's all this about, eh? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in the very own establishment. Thank goodness for the cops at this point. You're looking pretty suspicious pointing that gun at me. You should drop that gun. Just telling you right now. It will seem you have the upper hand. Yes, now take off the coat. Stupid idiot. Thank you, you idiot. Right, you have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy. Petty? Mr. Winterbank very nearly met it with his end. Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can tell. I mean, you're not wrong, but still. Oh dear. And the whole of Britain would meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of this case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is this case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter. It's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector. Oh! He's getting away! Get after him, lads! What's in the beat, officer, too? Sir! Of course, he... There's been a spate of Texas pawn shops around here recently. So we fitted emergency buttons in beneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble. Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. No, then, Mr. Permanently in mourning. Wow, Gregson. Very wow. Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, you're talking about. Oh, wow, you're talking about me. Oh, wow, that's even worse. I'll be taking that whatever it is. I'm gonna kill it onto the yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over. Uh, uh, yes, of course. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, Suarez. That's mine. I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to Matilda has to be taken as evidence now. Unfortunately so. As evidence? If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. You know, wherever this case goes, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be hearing that later on. We're gonna be seeing that later on. But, whatever. And so we handed Mr. McGilda's list over to Inspector Gregson. And we were summarily served out of the shop and into the street. Of course we did. And that's the end of this. And that's the end of this chapter. Oh wow. Well, it's not the end of the chapter. It's just the end of this part. Okay. Okay. I think I need to calm down from that. Okay, so we kind of sort of helped her, I guess, but not really. Okay. um, yeah, that was a game. That was a chapter. Um, the fact that this little petty theft got connected to something very intense with the McGilda case is just crazy. And the fact that I have no more time to look into this even more makes me sad. But such is life. C'est la vie. Next Saturday, we're coming back to this case. We're coming back to do the investigation part 2 and see where is all this connected. But for now, this is the end of Ace Attorney. This is the end of playing Ace Attorney. So what we're gonna do is I wanna play something real quick. I wanna actually I wanna do something real quick. I'm gonna stop streaming for like 1 minute. I'm doing this so I can separate this part from the next part, which is gonna be my hangout with Blazing Aura, which will happen real soon. Um, so let me just stop the stream right now, and we're gonna start again in like 2 to 3 minutes. See you soon.